myself in our room, even though you and I don't live here anymore. I lit a match, watched it burn down, 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 down. I poured some gas on this rocking chair and dressing gown. I know too well I made some enemies, and I can never tell when good things come to me, but all I see are the shadows of lovers left behind. The shadows of lovers left behind. I left a note in the ashes. All I wrote were the lyrics to another song. And I know too well I made some enemies, and I can never tell when good things come to me, but all I see are the shadows of lovers left behind. Shadows of lovers left behind. You'll find me in a year, hiding out in a mess of blissful memories. Nowhere to run. I've got this pistol loaded well. Shots ring out. There is nothing left to talk about. And I know too well I made some enemies, and I can never tell when good things come to me, but all I see are the shadows of lovers left. All I see are the shadows, they keep following me. All I see are the shadows of lovers left behind.
I used to keep you warm at night, and you'd keep me warm too. Lately it's been colder, laying next to you. Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie, baby, to me. Don't lie, don't lie, don't lie, baby, to me. I never had no money, and that may never change. I know you're stressed in dark clouds and all those rainy days.
year is 2020. Live performances have become scarce. Yet through the darkness emerge teams of heroes who are here to do one thing: to make you laugh. Rapid Fire Theater presents the Theater Sports Apocalypse Cage Match. Cage Match! Cage Match! Cage Match! Two troops, one show, completely improvised. Live from the Backstage Theater, it's the Double Feature Improv Show.
Good evening, and welcome to True Crime, where we tell you a true crime story supplied with a piece of evidence found at the crime scene.
We do. So, what is it then?
Was it a jar of pistachios? Was it a blanket? Was it a butterfly?
Was it my sense of dignity?
Sense of dignity. That's a good one.
I'm hoping it's a butterfly. I'd like a chance to interrogate a butterfly.
I've tried. You don't get much out of it.
Well, they're so sneaky. I mean, they start out as a cocoon and suddenly they're a butterfly. I mean, what are they up to? What is it? Is it like a relocation program for insects? What is it?
In a way. They like to, how do I say it? Migrate. It's a little suspect. Can't they just stay in
Migration.
one place?
Oh, looks like some suggestions are rolling in. This was a grisly crime, and at the scene, we found a cactus.
Cactus.
A cactus, eh? Well, I'll be.
Detective Dolly Wall here, 0900 hours, and I've just arrived in the town of Conybrook. Heading in to meet with the precinct and discuss this crime that happened. This town hasn't ever had a murder, to my knowledge, but who knows what's been run up behind me that I just didn't see since I've never been here. Hello?
Hi, yes, Detective Dullwall?
Yes. Pleased to meet you, Detective J.
Hi, yes, come right in, sit down. How are you?
Oh, I didn't get my morning Java today, so I'm a little bit, jolted from that lack of sleep, but not that good old caffeine jolt. Wondering if you have a cup or anything I could start my day off right with.
I'm sure we got a coffee here somewhere. Here, I'll just feed some coffee.
Oh, Chief, I could bring some coffee in, but it's not working. Like the water's not coming through. But is it okay if I just bring in some grounds? Maybe you can just, do a couple of lines of caffeine or something like that.
Yeah, McGillicuddy, you get the grounds. I see we got a cup here as well.
I got a tiny cup, just enough to fill you up.
Okay,
Right.
I'll go get the grounds.
I'm a new intern. Do you want to hold on to us? Just
I'll take that. I'll take that for now, and I'll
Great.
stuff it with grounds, and I think that might help me get through the day. Thank you so much, new intern.
I'm a new intern.
So Chief, I heard about the cactus, just right through them, all those
I know.
prickles and those pinpricks. Heard the blood was just kind of oozing out.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, we're a little over our heads with this thing here. See, we don't get a lot of murders around here. We don't get a lot of crime around here. I
Sorry, did anybody lose their phone? I just found this outside. Actually,
I'm good.
what about this phone? Did you anybody lose this one too?
I've never
nope.
double phoned. That's a little bit too adventurous for me.
Okay, I'll go try the other office. Sorry, I'm a new intern.
That's okay. That's okay. Nobody's new at a job forever. All right.
Has anyone seen my phone? I left it by the coffee maker and I turned around and it was gone. It was a black phone. Has anyone seen it?
I'm pretty sure there was 2 phones the new intern had. Neither of them appeared to be hers. You might want to talk to her.
Oh, okay. I'll go. Okay.
You solved the case already.
I wish all my bosses were as kind as you. So Desert Supply Store? That's a strange thing to have in a small town like this. And
we're known for it. We're known for our desert supply store. Sand, all types of sand, different coarseness, different plants that grow in arid temperatures.
Oh, succulents.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Oh, that makes sense. I heard the millennials are loving their succulents these days.
Oh yeah, they drive in from all the big cities. They come around. They come here, and it wouldn't surprise me if it was one of them who,
Hi, sorry, I'm a millennial also. Did I hear the word succulent?
Yes. Well, we were talking about desert arid supply.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love Big Dry Owls. Big Dry Owls is the shop in town. And I actually moved closer to be closer to succulents.
Inspector, nobody's broken the news to her then. She doesn't know he died.
I love Big Dry Owl.
Wow, that's great. That is great.
Wait, he's dead?
Somebody's dead. We don't know who. It did happen at
It
Big
was so
Shop.
nice. He helped me find all of my succulents.
It might not be him. It might not be him, but it did happen at his shop. For
I'm
sure.
gonna go call my mom.
we're still waiting on that coffee.
Yeah, well,
Here's the coffee. By the way, I'm a millennial too. It was the last millennial. But anyway, here's a handful of coffee. Who wants it?
I'll take it. Thank you.
There you go. It's round, a little rough. It's kind of like sand.
oh, okay. So that's how you do your coffee around these parts. Ground like sand. Interesting. Inspector, I better get a move on. Thank you. You've been really helpful. I'm hoping to have something great to report back to you. I mean, not another murder, but that we can solve this before the end of the day.
That would be really helpful. The mayor and the news are all breathing down my neck.
All right. I'll see you in a bit.
All right. Bye.
All right. 100 hours and I'm outside of Big Dry Owl's shop here. This looks gruesome. I mean, there are spikes everywhere. Ugh. Gonna just make my way inside here. There's lots of tape. Do not cross. Something bad happened. It doesn't smell good. It's not like that smell you get from a plant that's dying, though. Now, it's not like nothing hasn't received enough water. It's almost like it's been overwatered.
Yeah, hey, you're the detective?
Oh, hi there. Yes, I'm Detective Dollywall. I heard about
Good. No time like the present. Get on in here. There's lots to see.
All right. Wow. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, check over there.
Right.
The window is
him.
broken.
Right through him. The spikes are still in him from that cacti. And
That's
I say
right.
cacti plural because that looks like more than one cactus. I can tell by the variety of the spikes there.
Very good. Yes. In fact, our prized 4 top species cacti are disappeared. They were best in the country. They were going for the fair. And now we found them inside of old Big Dry Owl's body.
Oh gosh, Big Dry Owl. The new intern down at the office was just telling me how much she idolized him. Now everyone in town seems to have loved this guy. He was supplying to the millennials, keeping up with their succulent habit. Horrible.
That's right.
Can you tell me what this is?
Oh, that That's a very specialized succulent comb. It's the
Succulent
only way that we can actually clean their spines. Because in captivity, they actually gather dust.
Okay, they gather a lot of dust. All right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
interesting.
Detective Dollywell.
Yes.
Hi, Larry, CSI.
Hi, Larry.
I found a bunch of cactus needles near the body,
Oh,
but
okay.
you're gonna have to take a look at what this is.
Okay, okay. Well, it looks like it plays some kind of music. I don't. Oh, okay. I've seen these out in the desert before. Is it kind of used for mating? Different animals rely on them? Mating calls?
Yeah, I think that must be what it is. There's some guy who comes around. He's a desert expert. He likes to frequent the store quite a bit. I work here. I'm co-manager, not Big Dry Al, but I was hoping for a promotion earlier this year, but that didn't happen. Anyway, back to my point. That I have seen that ocarina before.
Okay, so you said you were co-manager. So tell me about the regulars that come around here. Anybody
gosh.
leave stuff like this around? I'm surprised you're selling a flamingo thing in a
Sorry,
desert supply
sorry.
shop.
That's mine. Sorry. It
And
must
who are
have
you?
fallen. Yeah, I usually have two of them, but you haven't seen the other one, have you?
And sorry, are you a customer? You're one of Al's regulars?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this
just-
is
I just
Tony.
came in. I
This is
heard
Tony.
I heard the sound of the horn and I was drawn in.
Okay. So it seems like everybody was coming here to see Al. This must have happened early in the morning, like just after midnight.
Yeah,
Wee
sad
hours.
too, because we were gonna have our plant fair earlier this afternoon, just after lunch, actually, which I guess
Oh.
is early afternoon.
Right.
It was going to be great. Dr. Eggin-Plant was going to come here and judge everybody's succulents.
Oh dear. Okay. So that didn't happen. No judging. And definitely this murderer was so angry at Al. I mean, look at his face. The spikes are just right through, no eyes left, as though somebody wanted to just keep him eyes shut throughout all of this. That broken glass back over there, back around the corner, and then this is just sitting there, light.
Hey, that's a UV ray. You put that away.
What is it used for?
It's used to enhance enhance photosynthesis.
Okay, enhancing the succulents to give you more of a succulent experience.
Well, and to feed them and to entice their natural biology.
Right. So they're
electrons
used to
down the
these
electron
desert
transport
conditions
chain.
with lots of light,
That's right.
light, and not
Lots
too
of
much
light.
shade.
Lots of heat, lots of light.
Ah, okay. So I see some warming devices at the back there. That was to keep the succulents. My goodness, that one cactus there is huge. Looks like it could shoot through the roof at any minute. What was Al feeding these things to make them grow so big?
Oh, nothing. Just a regular cactus feed.
Yeah, I mean, what would make you think that he would be using something that would be potentially illegal or manufactured, perhaps in an underground cavern?
Well,
Detective, I
don't
may
know.
just be a lowly CSI, but these two are talking very suspiciously.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't suspect anything except those back rows there that are full of cacti that are enormous, that shouldn't be growing in these conditions. This is not a desert climate. I mean, I heard winter here gets down to -40. These things aren't being grown naturally.
Well, science can help you do amazing things. Now, anyway, is this investigation almost over?
Yeah, it is. I've actually got to get on the road. It's good to see you all.
Good to meet you. My name is Althea.
Oh, it's 11 a.m. I still haven't had a decent cup of coffee. Back down at the precinct. I think I've just got to bite the bullet and start interviewing anybody I can who could tell me anything more about Big Al. What was his story? What were people so angry at him for? It seemed like this town loved him, yet something's kind of fishy. I mean, something had stirring the Kool-Aid. All these cactuses? Would anyone really want to buy so many cactuses? I mean, sooner or later, you're going to forget to water even your succulents and they're going to die. Are you going to bother to replace them or just move on? Okay, first guy in there. Yeah, Al, Big Al scientist, could I have a word with you, please?
Certainly. You wanted some scientific input, did you?
Yeah, so I heard from the co-manager down at the store that Big Al was experimenting with science to make his succulents grow to phenomenal heights.
Yes.
You were the lead scientist, or probably the only one on the team, seeing that he could probably only afford one person on a small business owner's salary.
Well, and a lot of people don't believe in science these days. But yes, I was involved in mixing the chemicals that he used in order to allow the succulents to take in this fluid, this special fluid that I made myself.
Okay, and how did you make this fluid?
Well, usually you just, I would open the fridge and just see what had been left over from the party the previous night.
Oh yeah, I went to Big Al's all the time. That guy could grow plants, man.
Okay, and what were you using all these plants for?
Huh?
What were you using all these plants for? Was it this just for decor? Are you all just really run amok with the way that succulents look?
Yeah. I love succulents. I love I love the energy that plants give me when I have them near me. It's like other living things in your house, right? Like.
Okay, so your friends called you Wild Hair Bob, and you just have a lot of love for everybody and for everything on the planet.
Oh yeah, I love everything.
And how was your personal relationship with Al? Did you consider him a friend?
Oh yeah, Al and I were tight. He would come over at any time of night. You call him up, you text him with your plant problems or your late night plant needs.
Okay,
Al would be there.
Why was he coming over at all hours of the night for your plant problems? What exactly were the problems with these plants?
Watering issues.
Right.
There's not a second to spare.
Okay, I want to talk to the actual manager at the store because I only spoke to the co-manager. So I heard the manager was Sally J.
That's me. Yeah, hi.
Yeah. Okay, so Sally J, you were on vacation when this happened, and you just arrived back in town this morning.
That's right. I went to Leduc.
Leduc, okay. And what was the relationship with Big Al like? Did you like working for him?
Yeah, he was okay. He's a little shady guy. Sometimes he'd go off by himself and say he was going to get lunch, but then he was gone for a little bit too long. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. How long is too long for lunch?
Probably 3 or 4 hours, and then
3 or 4 hours, yeah. And he wasn't into big meals. It's not like he started with a soup, a salad, an appetizer, a main course, a dessert, and a glass of wine, because I could see how that could get you to 3 hours.
Yeah, but not in this town, sweetheart. There's nowhere that would serve such an elaborate meal, although I'd love to be taken to one. That's why I went to Leduc.
Well, I could hear arguing, but I couldn't hear what they were saying. It was like muffled voices, like from another room. And then I could hear a sound like stroking your fingers over a hairbrush. Very distinctly, very neatly.
Okay, and you're Big Al's son, is that right?
Oh yes, I'm Big Al's son.
Jeremy?
Yeah, he keeps me tucked away in the back.
So you just stay in the back. You've never met with any of the customers?
Oh no, Father wouldn't allow that.
Okay, and you're kind of shy, I heard.
Oh yes, me. Yes, it took me a great deal of preparation even to come here this morning.
Oh dear. So why did it take you such a great deal? Aren't you kind of heartbroken over your dad?
Oh yes, very sad. But I never knew him quite well. He sent me to England. I was raised by a boarding school. And
okay.
Once
How
I
do you
graduated,
feel about that? Now you didn't have a mom. She disappeared when you were quite young. Then your only parents sent you away, no siblings. Kind of lonely growing up like that?
A little bit lonely.
Oh. Wrong meeting room.
So you wanted to talk to me, Detective.
That's right. So clearly Big Al wasn't just, bringing out all these seeds and harvesting them. So what do you have to tell me about harvesting and your role in that?
Well, what I would do, I got some people that I would arrange to come around. Some would call them maybe a gang, but I wouldn't call it that. They'd come around and they'd help harvest. Yeah. Let's call it harvest.
Okay, so the co-manager down at Big Al's told me that he was into some shady stuff.
Oh, no.
And
no,
what is
no.
your role in that as a harvester?
Well, we would collect the product and we would arrange for distribution.
Okay, so you're into the channeling, the distributing, and you got a lot of clients. And I see here, Big Al has a really large outstanding debt with you. He hasn't paid his bills for a while.
Oh, not a big debt, nothing that, a couple of kneecaps. I mean, a couple of payments wouldn't have taken care of. I mean, I'm a generous man by nature, and I don't really mind if someone is prepared to pay, 140% interest on the principal.
All right, John.
I
Ty.
didn't kill him.
Sure.
I didn't kill him. But I wish I did.
Sorry, who are you?
I'm his neighbor, Ralph.
Okay.
I'm
and why
telling
do
you, I
wish you
didn't
killed
kill him, but I wish I did.
You didn't kill him. All right. And
But
why
I
did
wish
he make
I
you...
did.
Okay,
Can you
know
arrest me
what?
for saying that? Huh?
You want to tell me anything more, or that it?
I can tell you that I went on vacation. He killed my hydrangeas, even though he's a supposed gardener.
Suppose it is
Idiot.
right. Yeah.
My
Yeah, guys-
hydrangeas, you gonna investigate them? They're dead too. They're dead.
I'm gonna try. We'll
Okay,
get back
Alex,
to you on
time to
that.
go home. Let's go
Oh,
home now.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Well,
Let's clear
thank you for your
the
time,
precinct.
officer.
Clear the
Thank you for
precinct.
your time. Okay.
I think I've got all the
right.
evidence
All
I
right.
need for now.
Okay.
Don't know if I can solve the story of the dead hydrangeas
Well,
and the dead
okay.
Big
All right.
Al
Okay.
in one
Well,
day.
right then.
Okay, so that one might have to wait until next time. I'm very sorry to disappoint you, Ralph, the disgruntled neighbor. Right, 2 p.m., and I think I know where I'm headed. Jeremy, Big Al's son. I'd like to say that family is usually the last suspect, but unfortunately, family is the first suspect. He's got the motive, and he has no alibi. He stayed at the back of the shop, just all the time. Gonna go into his house now and gonna have to confront him.
The house is an old white Victorian house. It's got a balcony and beautiful vines crawling up the walls.
Now, the wallpaper inside it's a floral pattern, and at first glance, it just looks like ivy. It looks like the sort of plants you would see in a beautiful English garden, until you look very closely and you see that some of the leaves, instead of berries, it looks like drops of blood coming off them.
There's a long winding staircase as you enter the front door. The steps look like they're polished clean. A nice hard laminate, oak, dark and deep.
There are several pictures of pristine cacti that line the wall leading up to the staircase. They're the kind that look hand-drawn, but are clearly from another time.
Once you step off of the staircase, you enter the second floor, and underneath it is carpet so plush and so thick that your feet just sink right in. It's so comfortable that you feel as though you're sinking into sand, and you're almost compelled to lie down and start rolling around, except that something in the air is so cold and so chilly that you got to keep your feet moving to stay warm.
The upper floor has many doors, all of them closed, but one of them has multiple locks.
And as you get close to that door, you realize that the carpet, as thick and as beautiful as it is a carpet of moss. It's a living carpet.
There's a scent filling the air. It's not of fragrant flowers, but it is of nature. It's that scent that happens right before you've tossed the manure out of the compost and into the garden to start making the soil more fertile. It's lingering. The stench is almost sickly, and it's creeping up behind you and surrounding you.
The room is completely dead silent. It's as if you could hear a blood vessel pumping its blood.
Pump, pump.
Pump.
And in the corner, one large pot, ceramic, painted red, and coming out of it, a large plant reaching to the ceiling, huge leaves like hands, and a single flower tilted down, but you expect almost any moment it will lift and be sentient.
Upon closer examination of the flower, you realize it's not one with blossoms. It's actually a Venus flytrap. And coming out of its mouth is almost like a saliva dripping down, and it has enormous jagged spikes in it that resemble teeth. Jeremy?
Who is it?
It's Detective Dollywall. I'd appreciate it if you let me in.
Yes, of course. Hello there. Good day.
Hi, Jeremy. Thank you for letting me in. I'm just going to be
yes,
clear
why
with
don't you come in?
I don't have a search warrant. I just want to talk.
Okay. All right. Do come in. Let's talk.
Okay. Jeremy, where were you last night at 2 a.m?
I was here sleeping.
You were here sleeping. This morning you said to me that you never leave the shop, that your father keeps you in the back room all the time. You were his eyes and ears, weren't you? I saw your name signed on the invoices, the debts to John Ty, the harvester, to the scientist, Bob Mills.
Yes. I mean, I have signing authority at the shop, but of course I'm there often, but all the time, never leaving the shop. It's a bit of a hyperbole, as it were. I do come home for 3 hours of sleep, as is recommended by my doctor.
Okay. I mean, you mentioned your dad sent you away to boarding school. It's just hard for me to believe that you would go get all this fancy formal education to just be sitting in a back room, doing things as mundane as writing checks for him and not even taking an active role in the business. What a brain you have. You could have probably helped your dad out of his financial difficulties or came up with maybe some ideas for a new product line.
I think maybe my accent is giving the impression that I am intelligent. Of course, I was always at the bottom of my class. I am quite a dullard, but I hope to one day take over the business. I don't deny it, but I did not kill my father.
Jeremy, why would you call yourself a dullard? Who told you that?
Well, the headmistress at my school in Oxford.
Sorry, just interrupting for a minute. I understand one of those checks you wrote me bounced, and I'll let you get back to your conversation, but I'll come back later, and maybe me and a couple of the lads can help you balance your accounts. Talk to you.
Thank you, Mr. Harvester, for interrupting this very important interview. Okay.
How did he get in here?
How did he get in here?
How did he bypass that Venus
Friend
flytrap, man?
of mine, Jimmy. He knows all about locks.
Jimmy the Locks.
Okay, well, I mean, I just had all those locks on my door, and now I just feel like of course, I'm classic dullard of my. I thought I was secure in my own home, but of course, any old harvesting man can just come in whenever he likes.
Why do you
The
need so many
headmistress was
locks?
right. I'll never own a company.
Probably won't. You might be in jail for a very long time. Why do you have so many locks on your door, Jeremy?
I told you I'm shy. I don't like to talk to other people. I really didn't do it. I don't know how to prove it, but I didn't. I didn't prove. I didn't.
Jeremy.
Yeah. Yes.
Sorry, I just noticed the front door was in. I just came to check on the plant that you said you'd look after for me.
Oh yes.
The Venus, is she all right?
Sorry, detective. Yes, the Venus. She's grown mightily.
I stopped by a little bit too late last night at about 2 a.m. I saw that the lights were on and I heard you singing to her. I just wanted to make sure. I'm so sorry if I'm interrupting anything.
No, listen, here's your Venus flytrap.
Oh, thank you.
And-
Get that thing away from me. It's creepy.
And listen, you've been more than helpful because, detective, don't you see it? That's my alibi. She heard me singing, don't you see? I thought I was alone singing here at 2 a.m. to my Venus.
All right, let me just take the temperature of that Venus flytrap. It's still warm. That means you just watered it last night.
That's right. Plants are
Otherwise it would be
warm-blooded.
cold. Okay.
Detective, you do know your plants.
My plants.
And Jeremy, you do know your Les Miserables. I could hear it.
Like a fugitive running, falling
Falling
from
from
God.
grace.
Yes, all right. Anyways.
Anyways, thank you, Jeremy. Maybe we'll have a cup of tea later.
Maybe we will.
Okay, that's
Goodbye,
more than I ever
Toodles.
wanted to hear about both of you and your weird Venus flytrap relationship. Thank you, Jeremy. I am sorry for coming by like this, but I appreciate your help.
No.
I'll be on my way. I'll just slide down the staircase because your stairs are creepy as hell. Goodbye.
Yes, they
I'll
are.
show myself out.
Okay,
I
goodbye.
won't ask you for a coffee, even though I really want.
Oh, yes. No, we
Really
take it
want-
weird in this town.
Figured.
Just grounds in a cup. All right. Anyways, you take care.
Thank you. You too. 4 p.m. and I'm headed back to the office precinct and I'm running out of time to solve this case. But it wasn't Jeremy.
I brought your coffee with your grinds. Hi, I'm the new intern. Again.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, it still just looks like a cup of sand to me. Most places that make coffee take the grinds out after, but
Not in this town.
not in this town. It's
Enjoy.
like a
Strong.
strange town. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna have to get out of this town soon. I really can't handle much more of this.
So, really hoping you got the case solved.
Inspector, it wasn't Jeremy. I thought I don't know what I did wrong. I solved 21 murders in the last 2 years, and I've never had a case that I couldn't solve, but this one's just so bizarre, and yet little motives, and nobody was really angry enough to kill Big Al. I'm starting to think perhaps it was an accident. Maybe he was just a clumsy fool falling into all those cactuses.
Hey, chief.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hey, chief.
Yes.
There was another murder. Someone was killed with long needles from a cactus all over. It was some sort of here's the report right here. You'll see it was a coyote, just filled with cactus needles, and they didn't see who did it, although there was the sound of someone running away going meep meep.
Meep,
Don't know if
meep.
that helps. Don't know if that. How's your coffee?
I love it. But I've lived here my whole life. Listen, I just came in with my coffee because I noticed a weird receipt that was kind of discarded.
Okay.
Okay. Give me that receipt. This stuffed coyote is clearly a joke.
Okay, meep, meep, weird receipt. Meep, meep, weird receipt. Why does this
Yeah,
sound familiar?
Look at the purchase. Look what they bought. It's
Oh my goodness. An incinerator. Max power.
Don't you play Pokemon? Fire beats leaf plant.
Wait, what was that? What was that thing he said? I could text Big Al at all hours of the night. He would be over in a heartbeat. Meep, meep.
Meat. Heartbeat.
Oh my gosh. Wild Hair Bob.
Wild hair Bob? No, it's too obvious.
It's not obvious at all. That was his best friend. That was his only friend. Turns out everybody actually hated him. I mean, except the new intern who maybe bought one succulent and the succulent died because that intern probably thought you didn't ever have to water a succulent, but you still do sometimes.
I'm a
No.
millennial.
Yeah, there was another millennial here earlier too from another century.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
I'll go find-
his neighbor hated him, but his neighbor just like hated him the way you normally hate a bad neighbor who doesn't take care of your stuff because
Yeah,
they're
he's
so
really-
selfish that they
he's
won't
really
even
kind
water
about
your
other things.
hydrangea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, and his
he's
son
actually a
hated-
kind man.
right. And his son hated him, and the harvester hated him. The scientist had unpaid bills, but Wild Hair Bob loved him, right? Or did he? What was Wild Hair Bob's motive? We got to catch him.
There's
The
only one way to
bus is
find out.
leaving in an hour. The bus out of town.
All right, get in my car. I've got the lights on, and the town is only a few blocks big, so we can get there pretty quick.
All right, let's
Into
run.
my car.
All right, it's 5:30 p.m. and we're outside Wild Hair Bob's house. We're gonna ambush him. He's got to be our dude. Let's do it.
What's going on, dudes?
Hands up, Wild Hair Bob. We've got you surrounded.
Okay.
Put down that
okay.
cactus.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm
Wild Hair Bob, I got your cell phone records.
Oh. Okay. What does
Yeah, you
that
texted
mean?
Big Al last night at 2 p.m. Said I'm coming by to pick up my special order.
Yeah.
I know you said that he was your guy. He was always there for you at any time, right? That's how you did it. That's how you planned it. No glass broken or anything. No signs of forced entry. He let you in because you were his only friend. And what did you do? You thought you were doing this town a service.
God, you're mean.
All right. All right. I did it. I did it, but it broke my heart to do it. Listen, detective or police officers, arrest me if you will or whatever, okay? But Big Dry Owl was my dealer, okay? He grew the best weed, ganja, Mary Jane. He grew the best, most pure, powerful stuff. I'm talking sativas, indicas. That's it. He grew them, and he grew the best stuff ever. And this whole desert shop, this whole cactus thing was just a front. But you won't believe it, okay? I went over last night, and I was going to pick up my supply for the week. And he just told me that selling succulents was like more profitable than selling weed has ever been. These people drive in from all around to buy these succulents, cactuses, or whatever, these desert plants. And he was giving up the weed business. And I guess I just overreacted.
You held a grudge. You were going to hold a grudge. Instead of holding it, you killed him. That's not right.
You could have just found another supplier. I mean, we got a whole file full of people who sell drugs.
Yeah, it's decriminalized.
Yeah. Did
Wait,
you not know
what?
that? Did you not know that?
It's decriminalized?
Yeah. I mean, I'm high right now. At times, I'm almost like hearing an echo in your voice. It's amazing.
I'm not high, but I will get high later.
Yeah.
What? Shit.
It was pretty far to go, Wild Bob. I think your brain just hasn't been working well. Too angry, taking it out on the wrong person. Of course, selling succulents was what he wanted to do. He wanted to turn things around. Maybe turn the business into something his son would be proud of and want to take over. Not that there's any shame in selling weed. I mean, each to their own. Maybe if you had talked to him about it, he could have still fit that in.
So when you come down to the station Quiet Life, we can sit down, you can tell your whole story, you can sign the confession, we can have some Doritos.
Maybe some mac and cheese if you're lucky.
Oh,
I'll make a mean pot of mac and cheese.
oh yeah, man. Cool.
Okay, all right, guys, I'm in. This sounds really cool. This whole
Yeah,
thing
you still-
sounds sweet.
You still killed a man, so we'll see.
Yeah,
you know,
he's still
I
high,
feel-
so he's
I
taking.
feel
it
bad
kind of-
about it, though. I feel bad about it.
Yeah, but it's your first one, right? It's your first one, right?
All right, Constable. That's not what we're in the business for. All right. You know, we're cops. We're good people.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Right.
Well, I'll meet you guys at the station, I guess.
No. You actually have to come with us.
Oh,
We don't
okay.
Just let you. Yeah.
In the
actually,
car.
Once
the
you
back.
confess to murder, it gets kind of serious.
Yeah.
Okay,
Shit.
all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone else better drive. I can't.
Yeah, I figured.
I'll drive.
Okay.
All right. Hop in the back, buddy.
Okay. Would it be wild if I drive?
Yes. Get in the back.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
I mean, it might be his last ride for a while.
Eh?
Get in the back.
Best you get in the back.
Okay, all
Best
right.
you get in the back.
Meet you there, Detective D.
All right.
See you there, Constable B.
It's like this case is closed and sent off to a dry desert. Thanks for watching. And I've been Sharon Uppal. The rest of the cast has been.
I'm Jessie McPhee.
I'm Julia Grochowski.
Blaine Newton.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody.
Stay safe.